looks like a principal elevation to me on a barn. But where's the principal elevation ahead of us? Not sure the car behind the Range Rover, the house behind the Range Rover has a principal elevation facing us. I think maybe on the left hand side. And this looks like a principal elevation. But it would be at right angles to the principal elevation to the other house, perhaps. Anyway, if that's the principal elevation, there are no permitted development rights in front of it. So we have to go through that opening into the courtyard before we get any permitted development rights. And there's an issue about whether that field is part of the curtilage or not. So let's assume that it's not. But when you see through the courtyard, you see a kitchen garden, as was on the old plans anyway. So maybe that's part of the curtilage. And this is a single dwelling, except that it's divided into two, and it has a main dwelling on that side and an annex which is self-contained. There's a bathroom in the pod above the main room here on that side, and a courtyard with what was once a muck pit. Small muck down there that might become a swimming pool or a pool house or a greenhouse or a place for all these little succulent plants in the winter. And this is the kitchen garden. The posts show where two dower houses might be. They're 10.5 metres by 6 metres. They'd be the maximum 4 metres tall, so twice as tall as those, well, more than twice as tall as those posts. So we've walked past the first one now. Presumably its principal elevation would be the elevation we just passed. So that's there. But the north wall, which is the wall from here to here, would be imperforate. So this area would be the garden to the more northern dower house, or whatever we're going to call it, dementia house. And that one would have a rather shaded garden under the trees here. The property boundary is marked by this hedge, which hasn't grown very much yet, but will eventually be at least 2 metres high. And this adjoining house, I think you can probably see where the porch is. Its principal elevation is facing away from us. So these two dementia houses or dower houses will figure behind the principal elevation of the main house. So this will be the eastern garden of the northernmost house. Now we'll just move into the eastern garden of the southernmost dower or dementia house, or swallow house, or foal house, or horse house, or pet house, or stealth house. So this is the southern garden to the southern house. And access to the houses wouldn't be through the courtyard. It would be through here, or another little driveway like this one perhaps. This could be a parking area, and the road back to the main entrance to the plot could go through here perhaps. Past the vegetable garden. And down this incline into the entrance courtyard, which conveniently just has a car arriving.